Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already. And as well, I appreciate you being in the comments and your thumbs up and all the things that you do to keep this channel growing. Because as you've noticed, it's growing a little quicker than usual. So thank you so much for all that you are doing to keep this channel moving. I appreciate you so much. So this is a reading that I do once a week, comes out on a Monday or a Tuesday. The sneak peek for this week is energies for this week. All the readings that I do for the signs, the particular signs, are always for the week ahead. This reading I will read for each sign going from Aries to Pisces. I've marked everything in the description down below so you can find what you need just by scrolling this video. But please, please, please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You are so much more than your personality, and that is told in the very minimum, your moon and your rising sign. You need to know who the whole band is, right? Who's the front man, right? That's your rising sign. What's your soul? What's your favorite music? That's in your soul, right? All right. So we're going to start with Aries. We're going to go to Pisces. And, well, I just didn't want to be the one to have to bring you the news, but tomorrow begins the 2-week shadow period of Mercury retrograde is on our heels. We'll be here on the 23rd of August. Throw it on the list of all the craziness that's going on in the sky. Yeah. All the crazy things. All right, we're all feeling it. I see it in the comments. Thank you for being in touch. So I don't know I'm losing my mind. I don't feel like I'm losing my mind. I know I am, but at least others are losing their minds with me. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to start with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, this is your sneak peek for this week. Aries, okay, well, you're throwing cards at me today, so you must have something to say. Well, okay. You're like, Elsie, just get to it. We need to talk about the money stuff. The stuff that's going to change my life. This is what I want right now. Gosh, you're pushy. So pushy. I'm just kidding. All right, so we have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. The Ace of Pentacles has fallen out, jumped out here, in fact, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So what I want to say is that I feel like this week, it feels like there is something on your mind. It feels like you are making some sort of a decision. We see a pentacle in the hand of the king, and we see a pentacle here. Twos are decisions. You're making a big decision in your very busy life. Your very busy life. You might be someone who is in finance. The King of Pentacles is the one that's all about the stability and the money. This is the pentacle counter, right? This is the actuary or the accountant, the person who's good with their stability. That's how you're showing up here today, my friend. All right. Got the 5 of Cups and the Star. Just listening. Wow. Okay. Wow. It's going to be that kind of read, is it? Yeah, it's going to be hurry up, Elsie. There you go. There's your answers. Move along. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Cups. I want to say things are about to change. Yeah, there's some change afoot here, Aries, and I hope you are the person who can remain flexible in the face of change, because sometimes change does not look like fun on the surface. You know, the thing is that you have a destiny. You're fated to fulfill a certain amount of things while you're here. You're destined to do it. And the universe is pulling you in, is saying, look, here comes the change. This 5 of Cups must change. If this is what's on your mind and this is what you're manifesting right now, then this 5 of Cups must change. Yeah, I think you're ready for the change. I think you're hoping for change. It seems like this star, this person's looking kind of past the 5 of Cups to me and to the Chariot. So it feels like someone hopes it happens soon or happens quickly. It's fast-moving energy, but it feels as though it's emotions that are propelling it. Yeah. Emotions you've been keeping under the surface for a while, Aries, because Cancer is that, right? Cancer doesn't share anything willingly. Not until they get very comfortable in your energy, but it's unlikely that if you're dealing with a Cancer that they're going to show their feelings first. So the Five of Cups, and I feel like, yeah, that's what's going to change here. And you've had hope. I feel like there's a whole bunch of change here. And I think it's because this is you. I think this truly is you. I think that you have leveled up. If you're not someone who owns a business or a lot of businesses, I feel like you're someone who's capable to do that, or you are someone who is like in the upper echelons of large corporation, someone who is the person who makes sure everybody gets paid, or that's why I'm saying the actuary, right? This is, you're showing up as the King of Pentacles here. So it's heavy on the money thing, in the abundance, in the 3D happenings. Well, Emperor, my dear Emperor, we've got the Five Pentacles. You have been, I feel like you've been silent with someone here. And, oh, you've been silent with someone. You've been disconnected from them. And justice and the Knight of Cups tells me that you want justice in some type of romantic situation. Look at that. Judgment on the bottom of the deck. And I think you're just going to do the pop-up, or there is some sort of an apology coming that I think that you're going to give somebody about taking so long. There's the Two of Cups. Look, it just keeps going on and on. I think you're taking a chance this week, or you're at least thinking about that. But for most of you, it feels like this is what's going down this week. It feels like this week is the week that you take the chance to pop up and speak with someone that you haven't spoken with in a long time, someone that you have feelings for, feelings that are going to go from the Page of Cups to the Two of Cups. So I feel, I was going to say all it's going to take is a meeting. It's going to take a face-to-face. That's all it is. It's almost like the Emperor is unsure and just needs a face-to-face so I can feel your energy, so I can find out what's going on with you. And we go from being disconnected to me getting justice in this romantic energy here. So, my friend, there are going to be some changes happening here. Yes. And I think you've been hopeful for these changes. And I think the universe is here with destiny and fate to tell you it's time for these changes. You've been hoping for them. And I feel like the waiting has made you sad. I feel that you feel like you've given up something. But understand that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. So if you didn't get it the first time, you're going to go another round again. You are. Oh, boy, look at that. There it is. That's your realization. The realization is it was never gone. Whatever it is that you have hope that you can grow in the 3D, I feel like you thought it was gone. Look, nothing ever goes. Nothing ever goes away. It's all with us energetically, always. So I think that the upheaval and the change is the change, is the notification that you get from the universe that says, remember that thing? You were hoping to get stability with someone. Remember that, dear Emperor? I think that's what the Tower is. I feel like you've been standing here with hope, but being sad that you didn't show your feelings and you think that you've lost your chance. Well, here it comes again, because whatever's meant for you will never pass you by, my friend. That's the way it goes. It's the law of the universe. You go from being very closed off or shut down, not really sharing anything, to the Nine of Cups. So this Tower had to happen to shake you out of your tree, because I feel like it's you who's making the communication. Unless you are an Empress, you would be the person who is sending the communication. And it feels like we go from, you know what? It feels like this Tower is here to break these chains. Break these chains on the door. That's what it looks like to me. Because behind the door is where all the happiness is. I feel like it's like you get hit by lightning. And, it's literally this. It's like you get hit by a thought or an idea that's an upheaval in the mind. It's like, this change is coming. I can make this change. I just have to be willing to want to make the change. And I think you are. I think the universe realizes in your connection of hope, and healing, that's exactly what you want. Here it is. We've got the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to speak with someone that you've been watching. So the Knight of Swords is the one, knights are the protectors. They are the fighters. And this one's fighting for truth and honesty. Transparency. I feel like you want that. I think you're heading in quickly after seeing something or coming to some knowledge, the Page of Swords. Coming to some sort of knowledge about either why they walked away from you or why you disconnected. But you realize that it is a Ten of Pentacles relationship, but now we just got to get in and give the reciprocity, right? Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles is here. The long-term relationship is here, but you just don't know how to get it right now. You're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. What's the plan, right? You got to make a decision. There's the Two of Swords. You got to make a decision. What's the plan? The plan is, I'm going to go think about it for a bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got some unfinished business. Things I got to take care of first. I have some unfinished business here. But I'm going to continue manifesting for this, the Four of Wands. The halfway to marriage thing. The family, the home. Yeah, you start out here as the King of Pentacles, so I think it's exactly what you are thinking about. I feel like you are thinking about someone who is going to fit right into your life and who is going to continue to help you be the King of Pentacles, or the Emperor, as it were, right? All right. All right. Taurus, here we go. This is for you, Taurus. Your sneak peek for this week. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Hello, my bull gang. I am your bully sister. I have my sun is Taurus. All right. Here we go, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's up for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Is that where you're at right now, Taurus? The Four of Swords? Are you healing? Maybe quiet? The three is where the pain is, and then, the fourth comes in and gives some relief, right? What else is Taurus? What else is for Taurus here, please? Tell me more about the Taurus energy. Got the Eight of Swords. More swords. I've been doing a lot of thinking this week. Feeling trapped in your thoughts at points, but trying to heal. I'm going to say, if you're trapped in your thoughts, go get a scribbler and a pen from the dollar store and start writing. You need a journal. You need to get that stuff out of your head. Page of Pentacles. So that's what you are thinking about, beginning again. I feel that you think that there's something on the horizon, that there's something really close. Page of Pentacles is an invitation, an invite to do something in the 3D, right? It's also a gift, a small gift. So somebody could be approaching you with a gift for some of you. I feel like you are in this energy right now, thoughtfully thinking about a new beginning, but doing it from a place of healing, like doing it from a place of being healed. It's a new beginning that's coming, but it's a new healing beginning. And it's a Page of Pentacles, so it's nothing really in your face. It's somebody that's just like, do you want to go out for coffee? Maybe it's a communication in the 3D. Maybe you get a letter, right? Maybe you get a delivery to your door, a gift. Somebody's trying to, I feel, put their foot in the door this week, trying to creak it open slow with you. Oh, that's a beautiful picture of the Magician. All right. Okay, remember, Taurus, when you're like, when's it going to happen, Elsie? When's it going to happen, Elsie? I'm waiting forever. Well, I hope it's you that I'm talking about, but I'm telling you, for some of you, the forever is over. You're not going to be waiting much longer. I'm already seeing it in the comments. For those of those who have come back to tell us what's going on, it's really wonderful to see it transpiring. So this is what I want to say, is that you're up. You're up, Taurus. The Magician's here with the Chariot, and that means nothing except I've got all the tools and I'm headed to the destination. I want victory. I deserve it. I'm the Magician. I feel like I want to say to you that you're doubting your manifestation. Those of you who are very connected spiritually and know the self, I want to say that you are the person who knows you're the magician. You know that everything else you've been manifesting is showing up. So where is my other manifestation? The biggest one. This one. Where is it? Where is it? Where's that person who's going to open the door for me here? I see the magician as Aries, having all the tools, right? Having all the aces in hand, ready to take action. Pulling it in from the 5D into the 3D. And I think it's opening up here. The Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. We have communication. There it is. So I feel like this is the week for some of you. I feel like this is the week that you get this communication. Look, the Page of Pentacles and the Chariot are snuggled up to each other here. That's some pretty quick moving pentacle energy, right? It's quick moving energy. I want the victory. It's keeping everything kind of stable. Yeah, I always say if this guy ever let go of those reins, boy, everybody would be everywhere, right? Because these two horses have very different ideas of where they're supposed to go. But because they're so different, they're the same. Like they work in tandem with each other. But if this chariot here, this chariot driver, who is the emperor, by the way, if this chariot driver here doesn't get it right, can't keep it on the road, everybody's going to die. So what I want to say is the magician, I think that the manifestation that you have been asking for is here, Taurus. We've got Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like the manifestation is here, and it really is on its way, and it's going to show up for some of you this week. It's going to show up as either some sort of a gift or maybe a note attached to a gift, flowers, wine, I don't know. It could be something like that. But it also could be somebody reaching out, someone who's a Cancer, someone who is Aries maybe, someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, we have some really great conversation. Someone is about to contact you, and it's about to be great. You're really looking forward to hearing from this person. You know who I'm talking about, right? For some of you, it's a Leo. This person is someone that you have been incredibly attracted to, and attracted to you as well. King of Wands is here. I feel like this person attracts you because they're fire, and they're attracted to you because you give them stability, you give them earth. We have 9 cups here. Look, the conversation's going to be great. I feel like it is. And let's find out what this is here. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles for Taurus, please. What's the Page of Pentacles about? Yeah, a message is coming to you really quickly here. Okay. Somebody's coming at you with passion this week, Taurus. They're coming at you passion first. This person is someone who's been keeping their feelings under the surface, but they move really quickly. They move very fast. This person is someone who is going to connect with you in the 3D this week. We have the 5 Pentacles. This is someone that you've been disconnected from. So what I want to say with the 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, I want to say that you're not feeling it. Like you're not feeling just a physical connection. I feel like somebody here is coming in for a physical connection. I don't think you're down for it. This person moves quick. It's almost like it's someone that you can't say no to, is what I want to say. Because they move fast. They always get the victory with you. They always have had the victory with you in the past. And this person is someone who is, they're almost very disconnected, I would say. Like you're very attracted to them. We saw the King of Wands, right? You're very attracted to them, and you're attracted to their energy. But I feel as though there's a disconnect as it comes to passion. Tell me about that. 10 of Swords is in the reverse. This cycle is somebody, I feel like you're holding it open. Why are you holding open the cycle? I think that you want to probably see this person again. It's inevitably coming to an end. It's inevitable that it ends in you, in not good for you. Right here, the Ten of Swords. It doesn't end well for you. No, I feel like this person comes in for the passion and then they're gone. They're on their next adventure. The Tower. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look, this person, I feel, is somebody who, they could have Scorpio energy. We could be talking about Aries. I feel like you're going to hesitate because I think that this person is not only coming back in for the passion, I feel like you've been disconnected from them for a while, and that's why the Tower's here. I feel like they are connecting with you again. They're going to speak to you in a passionate type of way. They want to see you. They want to see the physical you, and it feels like this is almost over. Like, I think this is something that you're almost over. It feels like somebody's ripping the Band-Aid off again. Like, just let it heal. That's what it feels like. Yeah. You know, the Towers that this person is going to ask you, they're going to ask you for the new cycle. Like, the thing is this new chapter, right? New chapter of passion. It could be just the passion. But I feel like for some of you, it is going to be about the leap of faith. A leap of faith. Do I close this cycle, or what do I do? Are we closing this cycle because we're not going to go at this the same way again? Is it going to be different this time? I feel like you have a lot of decisions to make here. But the person you haven't spoken to, probably in, I don't know, for some of you 5 years, for some of you 5 months, 5 days maybe. But I feel like it's the Tower that gives you a different perspective of this person. I think this person wants to like begin again, but you have to do the super sleuthing. Do they want to just have a new passionate start, or do they actually want to start something with me here? Oh boy, they actually do. Interesting. Okay, let's look at the Magician. Tell me about this. You can't stop thinking about this person. I think this is who you manifested here. Knight of Swords, here they come, charging at you. Seven of Cups. It's going to overwhelm you because it's been a while since you've spoken with them. I feel like this person didn't choose you. I feel like they were choosing other people. They were telling you that they were choosing you, but I feel like they were choosing other people as well. We got a lot of swords here. You might be dealing in Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy as well. The thing is that for the longest time, this person told you that they were choosing you, but I don't think they were because the Seven of Cups is here. I feel like the Magician tells me that the Knight of Swords is coming. There is going to be a conversation. This person is contacting you, and for some of you, it's many years since you've heard from this person. But it's a realization. Somebody has had a realization, like an aha moment. Look, the Tower is like, it gets hit by lightning because the universe is intervening on something. Oh, and we just spoke about that in Aries reading, I believe. Yeah. So this person is coming in. You get to decide who that is. This person, I feel, is someone who may have not taken your cup when you offered it to them. I feel like they were still in party mode. The 3 cups were on the bottom. 1 is at the top. I feel like this person was still in party mode, or still in, doing this, that, and the other thing. Third parties, fourth parties, whatever you want to call them, right? I think this person, that's what they were doing. So I think that you told them with this Ace of Cups up here that how you felt about them, but they chose the 3 cups at the bottom here. And it feels like the 6 of Swords tells me they just moved along. And it was pretty toxic, yeah. So I think that I'm going to say that you've been healing from this, though. Like from the last time they left, you're still healing. Tell me what the Queen's going to do. Ooh, the Queen's going to... It looks like you actually want this person as well. The 2 of Cups is here and the 4 of Pentacles, but maybe you just won't say so. You're going to let this person chase you. It goes back to a reading I did yesterday, and the Queen of Pentacles came up with the 5 of Wands. You want me, come get me. And I think that's what this energy is kind of giving me. It's like, I'm not saying a word. I'm not telling you anything about how I feel about you, because I'm scared. I'm scared that you're just going to hurt me again. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Because I do see the Queen of Wands as the other woman sometimes. I feel like you're scared that this person is going to hurt you and you're trying to be brave. You're really attracted to them. They're very attracted to you. And it's a connection of the flesh. And I'm not saying any way, either way on that. I mean, I have zero judgment here. I want to say that this person's coming at you really quickly at a time when you're ready to roll under the door. It's like the garage door is coming down and you're rolling in. You know, that's what the last second is. It feels like the last second. It's like you're like, that's it. I'm going to energetically cut this one out. I'm done. And here they come. Yep. Giving you all the goods this time. Telling you they realize you're the soulmate. They realize that you're the one that they're supposed to be with. All right, just going to leave you there. Look at this. They know they're dealing with the Empress. The Empress, dear Empress, dear Empress. If you hear one thing that I say today, be in temperance. Do not react. Respond. It's going to be better for you. It's going to be better for you energetically. I think if you are the Empress, that you already know how to respond and not react, because it's one of the lessons, right, of the Queens. And I feel like you are supposed to, I'm getting a lyric, Taurus. You are supposed to watch the stoic squirm. Understood? That's what, I just got that lyric from, it's a Alanis Morissette song. Yeah, she said, I forget what the words are. Something about her watching the stoic squirm. It's like someone who had treated her badly in the past, or maybe just kind of sloughed her off, and now she gets to watch the stoic squirm. That's what I feel is coming up for you. You get to watch the stoic squirm, the one that didn't give you any feelings on the surface, the one that didn't show you their emotions on the surface, the one who was emotionless with you. And now you get to respond and not react, and you will be the one to watch the stoic squirm. I like it. Okay, here we go, Gemini. This is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, Gemini? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. And thank you so much for your interest in my last air signs reading. They do come out every week, usually on a Friday. I'm trying to get a little bit of a schedule for y'all, so usually on a Friday I'll get one out for you. All right, here we go, Gemini. This is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for this week. Gemini, your sneak peek for this week. Gemini. Okay. All right. Gemini, this card came out in this position over here with Taurus, if you're dealing with a Taurus. Okay. All right. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. And the High Priestess. Gemini, your gut is telling you to not wait any longer. It's your gut is telling you it's time to take action. It's time to move forward on something here that you've been working on or waiting for a long while. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is about not wanting to wait anymore, as the Seven of Pentacles in the upright is about waiting, but understand it's also growth. It's also nurturing your own growth, learning to be patient, right? Learning to wait. And I feel like you did learn your lesson. I feel like you're no longer going to wait. High Priestess tells me that you were waiting in silence, waiting for your gut to tell you when it was time to go. You're starting a new path. Where are you going, Gemini? Where are you going? Will you take me with you? It's been a while since I traveled. All right, here we go. What's going on here? Tell me more about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for this week. Gemini. Ten of Cups. You're no longer waiting for your happiness, Gemini. I feel like you're like, I can't be silent about my happiness any longer. I love it. Speak it out loud, my friend. Louder for the bitches in the back. All right, and we've got the devil. Interesting. Okay. You are hiding some sort of really passionate attraction, chemistry kind of energy that you feel with someone. You've been keeping it under the surface and not telling anyone. I feel like you no longer want to wait. You don't want to wait for the happiness. You're not going to keep silent about the 10 cups any longer. I feel like you've got some sort of a visual on loop with this person. A passionate visual on loop. Yeah, it feels a little bit obsessive, I'm just going to say, but I think you've been thinking about it a lot. You could be dealing with Capricorn. We've got Pisces here as well. Gemini. This is really cool energy. All right, got one sticking out there. Ooh, yeah, you do have fear. You have fear, Gemini, because you've been hurt in the past. You're carrying a lot of emotional burdens. I feel like you don't speak about, I feel like first of all that you've been waiting, Gemini. You've been waiting for the right opportunity to grab these 10 cups. And now that the moment is here, because I feel like your gut is telling you to go. Your gut is telling you to do it, whatever it is. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, your gut is telling you to go do it. And I feel like these 10 cups here, it makes me feel like, yeah, I've been at this threshold before and I've been hurt. Yeah, sometimes to the point of taking it to your knees, right? I feel like you carry around a lot of emotional burdens. And I feel like this decision for you to listen to your gut this time is a new one, I want to say. This is what you tell yourself when no one else is around. That is you. That's purely you. And I think that you are taking a chance. I feel like you need to drop some sort of burden here. 9 and 1 is 10. But I think that the burden that has been created is that you are thinking about someone in a passionate way, in an obsessive way. I don't think it's creepy. I mean, I just think you just can't get them out of your mind. And I think your gut is telling you that if you're going to go, now is the time, because you'll have the victory if that's what you want. It feels like you've been through a hard time or a dark time. I feel like you've come from the war or the fight. Maybe a relationship, maybe a marriage, maybe an old job. But then we have the Queen of Cups. So either this is a person or you really like that job. All right. So I think what you want is victory in love. I think that's what we're talking about here. I feel as though you have an obsessive sort of, I'm going to say, I feel like it's an attachment. Like you've never been able to detach from someone. It could be a Pisces. It could be a Scorpio or a Cancer. You've never been able to detach from them or stop thinking about them. It feels like you're giving in to the feelings that you've been having. It feels burdensome that you've had to just, be here in this devil energy. Just listening. Yeah, it's something that you've been carrying around. And I think what you've been carrying around is that you've been concealing feelings for someone. So either this person is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, maybe you have it in your chart, but the other person I feel could be a water sign that you're dealing with. And I think you want victory in showing someone your feelings. Maybe you want to show them that it's not just a passionate thing. I don't think I feel as though you're going to do it, and you're not going to take no for an answer. Yeah, there's communication here. 6 and 2 is 8 wands. I feel like you're going to communicate with someone you see as the Queen of Cups. If they are in a water sign, they are someone who's maybe a mother, someone who is very loving, someone who's very supportive, someone who isn't scared to give all of their love energy away. But this queen will get depleted when on her own, because she doesn't usually drink first, right? She gets depleted and people use her energy, and she really can't stop people from using her energy other than having people not come around, right? I feel like the communication here, you've been manifesting. Yeah, there it is. So I feel as though the universe is tugging on your gut and telling you that it's time to go. I feel like you're going to make a decision this week that there's no more waiting for your happiness. I feel like something here, you're going to go drop a burden, something that's been like attached to your back like a backpack. You've not been able to let go of this attachment. And I think the attachment you have is some sort of love feelings for somebody. And I think that you want victory in revealing love, that you have love for someone. We have communication about this manifestation, and it turns into the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, everything balances. It looks like it's a healing conversation or a healing meeting. It feels like we've moved forward and there's a conversation coming here. I want to say that you always had hope that this would work out, but it just didn't seem reasonable to you in the past. Why is that? You were growing. You had a lot of things that were going on in the past. You were holding everything up. There was something back there that you were holding up, and you finally got the victory on some sort of a hard conversation. It's like you were arguing like the lawyer. I mean, the emperor is the king of swords. I always say when the emperor's in the room, so are all the kings, right? The emperor is also the king of swords. So it almost feels like there was a legal argument you won, and now you're able to move forward. And that's why the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. It's like, I don't have to wait anymore. I got my answer. My legal thing is done. It could have been a divorce, or maybe you sold the business or sold the house, but it feels like there is energy here that tells me that you're glad you waited. I feel like you're glad you held your ground in the situation, because it does, if it is a legal situation for you, it does come out with a positive result here. It feels like you're about to speak with someone or communicate with someone that you have not spoken with for a while. Somebody who's been in the Four of Coins. There we go. I feel as though you've been silent, not vulnerable, and I feel like that's about to change with the Sun and the Tower here. Yeah, it feels like this is about to be some really great change, but change nonetheless. And Gemini, if you're not ready for change, you must be. There you are. You're going to go get your soulmate, right? That's what it is. That's this week for you, Gemini. You're going to get your soulmate. All right. I like it. Oh, we shouldn't ignore that. The Two of Cups was on the bottom of the deck. What was it? Okay, maybe I didn't see it. Thought I did. All right. Cancer. Here we go. This is for you, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer, please. For this week, it is a sneak peek for this week for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is up for Cancer. Cancer, thank you so much for your attention on my last video. And if you haven't seen it, I will attach it at the very end of this video. All right, here we go. We have the Hierophant. We are starting out with Taurus in your reading here, Cancer. We're possibly talking about a commitment, possibly being very traditional. Maybe that's who you are. Quite traditional. You like to follow the rules. Maybe you're religious, or have come from a religious background. Tell me more about the Hierophant, please. Oh, okay. So what I feel then, that this all of a sudden, this Hierophant turns into someone that you have hope about. You've been waiting to speak to someone and try something brand new with them, like try again. So the Five of Cups is giving me sadness, like regret about the Hierophant. Maybe for some of you, it's a regret about a Taurus. But for others of you, it's a regret that you chose to follow the rules. That you couldn't veer away from the traditions of, like, what I want to say is, maybe for the whole history of your family, no one has ever married anyone white. And you're the one who picked someone who had a different colored skin than you. You know what I mean? So maybe it's the, in regret, in regret because that you stuck too much to the books, that you didn't color outside the lines enough. Yeah. So the Page of Pentacles tells me, I think you're going to do it. I think you are feeling badly about the way something happened, because this is what I'm looking at here, and I'll show you. We've got the High Priestess and the Star. Look, I feel like your person might be a Pisces. They don't have to be. They could be a Taurus. But what I feel is you've had some downloads. You can see the star there is violet, which is the third eye opening, and pink, which are the downloads from the crown chakra. I feel like you've had a realization that somebody here, this High Priestess, is your person. Because look what comes next. Been waiting for the right time to do it, to go forward and say something. But it's worried you. It's worried you because I think you've come to a realization that this person is your person. And now you don't know what to do about it. Now it's ended. I feel like you two haven't spoken with each other. The Death card is here. So now it's ended here. And so the Page of Pentacles is, do I reach out? Hey, do you want to go for a coffee? Hey, do you want to go to the park? Do you know what I mean? I feel like this regret is about coloring within the lines too much. Yeah. That maybe you could have been more flexible. I feel like you want to be more flexible. And that's why I was giving you the idea of, it feels like you're doing something in your life that no other person before you has done. You're just doing something very different. I think you're about to color outside the lines here because I think you have regret. Yeah, there you go. 8 of Cups. You're disconnecting from these ideals that were taught to you as a kid. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're starting to open up to yourself and realize that some of the traditions that were taught to you were to keep you in control. And unfortunately, that's the way I see tradition. I'm not a fan of it. I feel tradition is stagnancy. And I feel like you have decided that you are going to do something different. You're going to disconnect from the tradition and you're going to get your justice and move forward here. I think you're going to, something is materializing in the 3D. Let's talk about that a little bit. Something is coming up here. Ooh, look at that. So much change, Cancer. I love it. So we do have change here, right? So you could be dealing with, if we're talking about people, you could be dealing with a fixed sign. Scorpio, Pisces, sorry, not Pisces. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Libra here. I feel like you want to have justice in this new beginning. I feel that you will. I feel like the changes are here. They're coming. Destiny's here. It's fated for this to happen. I feel that this is some of the changes that are coming. But understand that I feel like you're the one that initiated the change because you've decided to disconnect yourself from some sort of ideal, the way you thought it should be, or someone from your generation or the generation before or before that told you weren't allowed to do a certain thing, and so you never did it just because it was tradition. We never asked why. We just never did it because they said it was, it's just the way we are. That's not good enough anymore. We're evolving as a species, and just because I told you to is no longer a good answer. So I feel that some of you are disconnected from a Taurus, and you feel like you've given up a chance to be with this person. It feels like you are going to have justice. If you do reach out to this person, I do believe it's lucrative. I do believe that this person is going to say yes. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles, please, for Cancer. To the 4 of Cups. Okay, so this person told you how they felt. This person gave you all the feelings, and I feel like you didn't respond, or there was no response, or you weren't feeling the feelings that they had, because I feel like this person is looking at these 3 cups in sadness. So maybe this is someone who offered you this cup over here and you didn't take it, not even looking, right? Not looking for the opportunity. I don't think you took the opportunity. And I feel like you now it's time for you to move forward, and you need to reach out to this person that already shared themselves with you, and you carried on like didn't matter. You're either in party mode or you just weren't settling down. 3 of Cups to me can be third parties, all kinds of parties. There's the Judgment card. You're going to ask for a second chance. I feel like it's favored for you to ask for a second chance because of the wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune. All things coming up, these changes coming up for you are very fortunate changes. So I feel like with Justice and the wheel, there's no damn way this person's saying no if you decide to connect with them. We've got the Ten of Swords. You know what? This Ten of Swords lately has been giving me this whole Raiders of the Lost Ark thing, where he's, these claws are coming down slowly and he rolls under and grabs his hat, right? Like, it feels like it's the last second. It feels like there is a decision made, because at the very last second, I think you see it from someone else's point of view. You see that you hurt them, and I feel that you want to begin again, but first we must drop these old burdens, right? We have to drop these old burdens of sitting here in the stagnant energy of the Hanged Man. Your gut's telling you what to do, absolutely, but it feels like you're finally sort of releasing it or letting it go, or saying to the universe, fine, tell me what to do. And the universe comes back and says, drop your burdens. You're no longer the wounded warrior. Stop acting like it. I feel like you are going to ask this person for another chance. I feel like you're very attracted to them. I feel like they're also very attracted to you. Yeah, there you go. Romance in hand. So you always did have feelings for them. The Page of Cups is here, the Two of Cups is here, and Temperance. You always had feelings for them. Yeah. And that's what makes you sad, because I feel like you're disconnected from them, or they pulled away from you, or you pulled away from them. And I feel it was in order to follow tradition. You didn't want to make waves in the family, or that there's something very different about you two. It could be an age difference, or the difference in the color of the skin, or the way you look, or the backgrounds that you have. Maybe one's European, maybe one's Mexican. Like it feels very different here. It's a lucrative connection here. It's going to work. It's going to change your life. If you get up the nerve to do this, Page of Pentacles, and you will, look at you, kinged up already. You go from page to king. It's like you're just kind of luring this person in with the Page of Pentacles, and then you show them who the king is. We've got the Six of Cups in reverse and the Three of Swords. You broke this person's heart. You're not really sure if they even want to be friends anymore. Yeah. It feels like you don't know what kind of feelings this person has for you anymore, if any, because the Six of Cups is in the reverse. Disappointed. The Three of Swords is here. Disappointed in this soul connection, or is it even a soul connection? I feel like you're trying to revive something this week, my friend. I feel like the Judgment card tells me that you are going to take a chance of a lifetime. You are going to take a chance, and the Ace of Pentacles tells me that it might change your life. All right. Leo, it's you. How are you, Leo? How is your Leo season going? Happy birthday to you, Leo, if you're celebrating today or any time in the Leo season, of course. All right, here we go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Leo. Sneak peek, for this week. What's going on here, Leo? We've got the Four of Cups. You're in some stagnant energy currently. You are... I always hear meh. You're like meh. You're like, I'm not really giving away my energy. I'm not really keeping this energy. I feel like it's you're not really sharing it, and you're kind of stagnant in it. I feel like you're bored. Yeah. As it pertains to the heart space. Tell me more. Got the Star. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Got the Magician, Aries. And we have the Moonchild. Wow. Who's a little bit of everybody. Interesting. Queen of Wands. Okay. So I think that what I'm seeing here is that in the very near future here, I feel like you want to speak with the Queen of Wands. But the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. The Queen of Wands, I feel, is someone you're quite attracted to, someone who is a go-getter, who does their own thing. This person's not codependent. They just do their own thing. They keep in their own lane. I feel as though this person is also someone who is highly psychic, or who is, yeah, that's what the Moonchild is, right? The Moonchild I always see as Pisces. They didn't assign a sign to the Moonchild, but the Moonchild is a little bit of everything. The Moonchild's still trying to find themselves. They're very cooperative with the universe. They're always meditating. This person's trying to find themselves. You know, they're always trying to better themselves in terms of their spiritualness. I feel as though this energy here tells me that this person's highly psychic, because I see the Queen of Wands as Sagittarius, who is highly psychic in their own right. And then we have the Moonchild here. So I feel like you have somebody, Leo, here who could be showing some quite psychic energy, but I feel like this someone is someone that you're really attracted to. I think you want to speak with them. The Ace of Swords is here. It's triumphant clarity. I want to talk to you. Let's talk about things clearly. It's also about trust. It's about truth. And, you know, I trust you to speak with you. And then we have the Page of Swords. This might be someone that you've been watching for a while. We've got 2 swords. It means you're going to make a decision about something. We also have 2 cups. A decision about love. A decision to be courageous and confident and tell this person how you feel about them, I think. Because I think up till now you've been coming in as the Knight of Wands. And I feel like you haven't been giving this person much stability. What I want to say is the stars here is because you're hopeful that even though possibly maybe this is silence, maybe you haven't really spoken with this person in a while, that you're manifesting them or realizing right now that you have all the aces in hand. The ball's in your court, Leo. It's up to you. You get to make the move. This is your dream. The magician is the magician because they can pull things out of the dream state and make them real on the earth. And so I feel like you are the magician. Like it's all in your hands right now. Whatever you want, you can have. You just got to get up and do it. Oh, I'm getting a song for you. Just listen. Hang on. Oh, it's Shania Twain. And, it's very, okay. The song is called Today Is Your Day. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Today Is Your Day. This particular song, I listen to it all the time. It's in my Spotify shuffle. And this particular song is a song that brought her back to her career after being gone and having a really dark time for a very long time. So this was her beginning song, the one that sort of broke the ice. Today is your day, and everything's going your way. Today is your day. Don't you give up, no regrets. Okay, don't you give up, no regrets. Because this is as good as it gets. It's like one life, man. You got one life, Leo. Today's your day, and everything's going your way. Now, that's the song that brought her back to her career after a hiatus for many years, because she had been in such a terrible state, going through a lot of really hard stuff. I just saw the Hermit pop out. So maybe you're going through some tough stuff as it pertains to your wisdom. You're starting to figure some things out. All right. Look at you. You're growing. You are the Emperor. Look, I feel like you carry it all, Leo. I feel like you're carrying it all. The mortgage, the kids, all of it. The side gig, whatever you're doing, it feels like you're very busy. You're the one that's stuck making all the decisions, or maybe you like it that way. But I feel like you have hope. Okay, you're wondering, is it over or not? It feels like you're hopeful to connect with someone. You're wondering if it's over or not, or is this Ace of Cups in play? So it feels like, well, the Universe card is the World card, first of all. So we could be dealing in other fixed energies like you're Leo, but this is also Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. I feel like it was a disappointing end. There was a disappointing end, and now you're bored. I feel like you've been manifesting love and really hopeful to get out of this energy of the Four of Cups, because it's redundant. You're bored there. You're not really doing anything. I feel like the Emperor wants to end the feelings of heartbreak and disappointment. And so that's why the manifestation is here. Look at that. You walked away from your 9 cups, my friend. I think you're realizing it. We've got the 8 cups and the Ace of Cups. You walked away from the 9 cups. I think you're realizing now that somebody you left in the distance is actually your 9 cups. And I feel like you're trying to manifest it after a disappointing ending here. Something ended. What do we have here? We have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. It feels like you want to connect back to somebody that you have disconnected from. The 8 of Pentacles is working on it. You want to try and work on this Knight of Wands energy. The 8 of Pentacles. You work a lot. Yeah. I feel like you really work a lot, but I feel like you love it. But I feel like you work a lot. 7 of Wands tells me that you can't, it's like you can't really make the decision not to work as much as you are. But I think you will if you need to. You're coming out of hermit mode to speak with someone here. And there it is again. There's that moon child. Yeah. So I feel like you're coming out of hermit mode to speak to someone about your feelings. That's what I feel is going on here. The Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now, the World card is here to say you've learned a lesson. So it feels like you've learned some lesson through disappointment. You've learned karma. And now you have to have justice. You know that it ended. There was an ending. Ten of Pentacles. You want justice in a long-term relationship, but you're wondering if it's over with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Libra that just popped up here, justice. And what else? Aries. The Emperor's Aries, yeah. I feel as though you're wondering if this opportunity has gone, because it feels like you had to lose somebody to appreciate them. The universe came, closed the chapter and said, carry on your way. And now you want justice for the long-term relationship or this long-term connection or this abundance you left behind. I feel like this is what you want justice in, but you're wondering if this is over, completely over, because the Ten of Swords is here with the Queen of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Capricorn as well, Taurus, Virgo. 8 of Wands, so I think you're going to have communication. But it's making you feel overwhelmed. Why is that? 2 of Pentacles. Because you don't have a lot of time. I feel like you're working a lot and you don't have a lot of time. Queen of Wands. Why? Because the 5 of Wands, so you're hesitating and you're seeing it from the point of view of the Queen of Wands. This is your person, I think. You're seeing it from the point of view of the Queen of Wands here, 2 of Cups, and now you realize you actually do have feelings for this person here. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. You're trying to find the confidence to have a conversation about a new beginning that you know may not go in your favor. And honestly, the Emperor never risks anything. He's got to risk too much, right? It's the whole empire that he's risking if he takes a personal risk. I feel like the 9 of Pentacles is telling me that this Emperor is trying to find the confidence to be ready for this Five of Swords conversation should it come up. I think that he's hopeful that it's going to go well. I think he is you. I feel like hopeful it's going to go well. How's it going to go? Ace of Wands. I feel like you win it. The Emperor always does. That's the thing. I think, though, you are going to tell somebody, this Queen of Wands, I think you're going to tell this Queen of Wands that you're overwhelmed with work. I feel like you're working too much. You're working a lot for some reason. And also, this Eight of Wands tells me that the communication, you've been stalling on it because you have such deep feelings. You've been dragging your feet here. Five of Wands is indecision. I don't know if I want to. It's also, I wonder if there's competition for the Queen. Come on, of course there's a competition for the Queen. Everybody's in competition for the Queen, but you have to be the one who takes the action. Because if you don't, you'll never know. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? I feel like you have some deep feelings, and now you see it from the point of view of the Queen, who I think has deep feelings for you as well. I got the Two of Cups here, the Hanged Man. All right, Leo. Whew. Go for it. Now's the time. Everything is in your favor, my friend. All things are go. All right, Virgo. Here we go. This is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Hello, Virgo. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're a cross-watcher, thank you for doing that. I appreciate you so much. Oh, we got one slid down my arm. What's this? Virgo, we've got the Three of Cups. There's some sort of a social event or a reunion coming here. Something that is a celebration. Tell me more about Virgo, please. We have... Oh, there you are. It is a celebration. It could be a celebration for you, Virgo. We're coming, we're inching closer and closer to Virgo season, right? We've got the Page of Pentacles. You know what? I think you're going to get an invitation somewhere. Yeah, I think someone is going to invite you somewhere. Possibly. I think it's going to pull you right out of hermit mode, though. I feel like you are... I think you're in need of it. That's what I want to say. You're really in need of it. Six of Swords and the Five of Cups. You have some regrets for moving on from something. What is this? Oh, you regrettably have to move forward. What's this Page of Cups? Just listening. Moving on from hermit mode. From the chaos of your mind to the calm. I feel like you've been in hermit mode for a long while with your feelings. You're trying to work something out with your feelings. We've got the Three of Cups here, and we've got one cup here, which is the fourth. The Page of Cups is maybe about having feelings about something here. A soulmate. Regret about 6 cups, 9 cups. I want to say, oops. I feel like you are someone who has been hurt a lot. You've been through a lot of things. And not only are they personal things, but I also feel like it's financial things. I feel like your finances are about to change, but I want to say that, I feel like you are going to be brave. There's something going on. For some of you, it could be finances, or that you're going to become stable financially. And it's always been a worry. but I feel like your worries are over. We go from the 9 of Wands to the Sun. I feel like your worries are over. And as it pertains to money, I think things start to even themselves out now, and you don't expect it. I feel like you live in the 5 of Cups a lot. Look, I feel like what's on your mind is the 3 of Cups. I feel like what you want is to begin again. It feels as though you've been in this solitude for a very long time, and it was very chaotic there. And it feels like you're coming out of that in order to become more social, to go someplace that someone has invited you. I think that you need to take charge of some sort of conversation, and I feel like it's a conversation that you don't really want to have. And it might be to do with money, but the King of Pentacles is also a person, right? Can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, it could be that you have to have a conversation, a hard conversation this week about money, and you don't want to do it, but you have to. I feel like it's going to work out better than you think it will. And the Knight of Swords tells me that somebody, the Emperor, somebody who is the authority on it, is going to tell you so. There's going to be communication from the authority, and it's going to be good. So some sort of thing is going to be said in your favor. Whether that has to do with money or something that you've been fearing. It could be about your family. We've got the Sun here as well. It could be about a Leo. Could be about an Aries. I feel like the Aries is the authority, though. There's good news coming from someone who is an authority. Someone's going to see it from your side. All right, that's why being in hermit mode here. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to say, Virgo, right now, you're being self-critical. You're really self-critical. I think you're being harder on yourself than you need to be. The 6 of Swords tells me that the reason that you leave hermit mode is because you can't take it anymore. You're overthinking the hell out of it. It feels like it's chaos in hermit mode. You need to get around people. I'm going to tell you, you need to get around some people. You're thinking about it and overthinking it, trying to get the wisdom from it. Look, you need a break. I want to tell you right now that if it's about money, you can relax. There is an authority that's coming in that sees it from your side that's going to give you good information. I know you're worried about it. Got the King of Wands, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you want to take action on some sort of a romantic thing you've been manifesting. I feel like that you want to take inspired action once you get out of hermit mode to move forward. You've been manifesting this for a long time. You just want to move away from this stress and you just want to move forward. Oops. I was going to say, we got the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. I want to say that there is somebody here. Look, I can't get out of thinking that maybe this is maybe a legal thing or a money thing, but it feels like we have another authority here, the King of Swords, who is a lawyer. So I want to say that there are some things that were being hidden from a lawyer that are now coming to light. There's communication coming in. Somebody is coming in with some sort of information that is going to get you out of this Eight of Swords. You're going to get another chance. So whatever that means to you, I feel like there is another chance coming for you, and somebody is going to see it from your point of view. The Three of Cups tells me that there's celebration, so it's going to work out. You're going to be okay. Virgo, it's going to be fine. Take it as it resonates. All right, Libra, this is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me about Libra. Tell Tell me about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please, for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Libra. Sneak peek for this week for Libra. Page of Cups, Libra. Why the Page of Cups? Oh, we have the Hierophant here. Communication. Or a surprise. Surprise, new beginning. It may be that you, oh look, you're on the bottom of the deck here, Justice. Justice and what? The Eight of Swords and the Ten of Coins. So you've been up in your head about some sort of a long-term relationship or some sort of abundance that you've been thinking about on a loop. I think you need to get balance in this situation. It could be somebody who's Aries or Taurus that you're dealing with. But what I want to say is that the Page of Cups is a messenger of love or feelings or kindness. And I feel as though that you want to communicate with somebody who's possibly Aries or Taurus. You want to send a message, I feel, to someone that you have been thinking about on a loop for a very long time. Someone that qualifies for you as the Ten of Coins. Eight of Wands is here. I feel like you really do want to speak with someone here about a new beginning. A new chapter here. I feel like maybe there's an apology. Either you feel like you owe one, or you feel like one is deserved of you. We have the Queen of Coins. It could be dealing with someone who's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. It's unrequited love. Okay. So I think that what is going on here is it feels like you have, I feel like either you're going to give an apology to someone you're hoping is going to start a new chapter, or you think that somebody deserves to give you the apology. It could be someone, like I said, who's Aries or Taurus. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now we have Capricorn here. It's all earth energy that we're dealing with here. I think that you're wondering, if you apologize, is this going to make things right? Because the Knight of Cups is here. And to me, the first thing that screams at me with the Knight of Cups is that this is unrequited love. So you may have feelings for someone that does not have feelings for you, or that you perceive they don't have feelings for you. I think that you're scared for this answer. I want to tell you that if you're dealing with a Taurus or an Aries, if you're dealing with an earth sign here, I feel as though the unrequited love is the fear. Is it unrequited though? Because the Three of Cups. I feel like you're going to want to ask this person out, or you're going to want to meet with them, but you're fearful of it. It feels like you have like a codependent sort of attachment to the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins could be Taurus. And I feel like maybe you either feel like you deserve that. Maybe it's you giving the apology, though. That's what it feels like. You do have fear and doubt about the Three of Cups. I think that you want to ask somebody to meet with you, but you're not sure because the Knight of Cups is in the reverse. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Maybe this person works a lot, or maybe you're just barely feeling in balance. Like maybe you feel like one wrong move and everything could fall right back into the ocean here. We've got the Nine of Coins. So it feels like you are trying to be confident and in your power. I feel like you are someone who either works a lot or is trying to keep everything in balance as you contact this person, as you contact whatever earth sign. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. You want to reconnect to this person. So I feel like you're coming back round, or you're trying to reconnect to someone who you've had an ending with. Why is that? Tell me about this. There is a Three of Pentacles. So you know this person already. Three of Pentacles is like they're a friend of a friend, or you met them through friends or through a group. But there's someone you know in the real world, like in the Pentacle world. When I say real world, it means it's not an online connection. It's actually someone who lives close to you, who you have access to. And then we have the Chariot, 3 of Coins, and it went quickly. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. So this was not destined. It feels as though there's no destiny here, that we tried to get victory, but we've got the the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. It's not fate. It's not fated. It's not destiny. We have the Justice card. It did come out here. So I feel like you feel that the Hermit, that it's not going to work. It's taking a long time. Look, what I want to say is that it's taking a long time, and I feel like you want to try this again, but all I'm seeing here is I'm seeing it's taking a long time because someone's in hermit mode. I do see you here, but I feel like you're the one in hermit mode. You can't make the decision, and that's because the universe is saying it's not time. The time is not now. It's not destined. There are no changes to be had. It's not positive change right now. The Chariot is with the 3 of Pentacles. I think that you're supposed to work on a friendship. I feel like you're supposed to first get victory in the friendship, victory in the Pentacle world, the 3 Pentacles, and then start building from there. I feel like don't jump into some sort of relationship or head into somebody's life knowing that there might be some sort of unrequited love here. We have the 8 of Coins in the reverse, the 8 of Wands, and the Magician in the reverse. Okay. Yeah. You know, the thing is I just hate to tell you this, Libra, but I feel like this with the 8 of Coins in the reverse is like it's still time for you to work on yourself. It feels like you really need to work on yourself. You're dealing with a queen here, someone who is looking for queened up energy, and maybe you have it already, I don't know. But what I'm seeing here is that the 8 of Coins is in the reverse. Maybe it's still working on yourself is what you need. I want to say that when that there's no work going into this connection right now, and the 8 of Wands with the Magician in the reverse tells me that someone is about to use manipulative words, manipulative energy, like trying to move really quickly so this person can't say no, or it feels 7 of Wands. It's like, but I can't lose it. Libra, I think that you're going for broke. I think that you don't know how this person feels about you, whether their love is unrequited or not, whether they still have feelings for you or not. I feel like you don't know because you don't know. The Moon is here. The 7 of Wands says here, I don't know what I don't know, but I'm standing my ground. The Ace of Wands is what I want. I want to say that this is probably paramount, that the 8 of Coins coming up in the reverse is right next to the Queen of Coins. It feels like you need to work on yourself. Yeah, and the reason you might be feeling, the reason you might be feeling scared or feeling like you really can't celebrate or move forward is because the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you want the meeting for the wrong reasons. It's almost like you want the meeting because you see it as a celebration, but the other person's very busy, and I think that doesn't work out well for you. Do you know what I mean? It's just not time right now. It feels like there's a bunch of things that are in play. And one of those things is, I think you need to be working on yourself at this time. But I think you're really attracted to this person, and I feel like you've been waiting a long time. But I feel like this is where it's at right now. So you know that they're a soulmate. That's why you want to go, right? The King of Wands is here. Yeah, your engine's revving. It feels like here. And the 4 of Swords, but it's been quiet between you. I feel like it's still a time to work on yourself right now. I feel as though the star is here, that you have hope that you're going to be able to speak with this person. And, you know, possibly the truth is maybe you will. But I just don't want to tell you to go forward on anything when in the future you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's the brakes, people. The brakes. The universe is saying it's not time. Don't do it. It's not destiny. This isn't going to work out well for you. I don't know how many other ways to say it. All right. Here we go. Here you go, Scorpio. How are you, my beautifuls? Scorpio, I just want to say thank you so much for all of the views on my last video. And because it had over 1,000 views, I'm going to be doing a bonus read for you guys this week. So thank you so much, Scorpio, for clicking there. Thank you so much. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's look at Scorpio for this sneak peek for this week. All right, we've got the Eight of Cups. Why is that? Sneak peek for this week for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Star. Gosh, it's come out in like the last 3 or 4 hands here. Feels like you have hope that you can go back to something. You're hoping you can go back, but you're unsure. I feel like the thought of going back is overwhelming, but I really do feel like that's all you've been thinking about lately. Probably over this full moon for sure. Got Aquarius energy here, and it's the Star. So I feel like you have hope, and you're even asking the universe, should I go back? Because I'm feeling really overwhelmed here. I'm not really sure what to do. Although I think you're going to figure it out, because she is pointing to one particular star. So I feel as though you will figure it out. The answer will come to you. You might get it in meditation. If you're not meditating, you might not get it. You know what I mean? We've got the Six of Pentacles. I feel as though you want to give reciprocity to someone, but you're not sure if they're going to do the same. Unsure, overwhelmingly unsure. The King of Wands is in the reverse, and you're not sure if you want to take action. I get it. That's what I'm feeling here. I'm not sure if I'm going to take action, because I do have hope, but it almost feels like a little bit of ego is not going to allow you to go back, Scorpio. And the King of Wands being in the reverse is someone who is who's very much about ego, but all about the self. Not taking action, can be a little bit lazy, or feeling like you need to hold yourself back. No, you know what it is? It's the ego. That's what it is. You have hope that this will work out, but your ego's not allowing you to go back to it. Tell me about Scorpio, please. This sneak peek for this week. There it is. All right. You know what, my friend? I really do feel that it is you that has been trying to hold together a scenario of old. I want to say that I know this energy because I am a fixed sign, and if you are a fixed sign, you'll understand what I'm about to say. Is that we go at everything very, very slowly, very strategically and logically, and we move slowly and cross all the T's and dot all the I's so we don't have to go back and know that something was misspelt, right? And I feel as though the King of Wands, for me being Leo, is in the reverse. Leo is the fixed sign, and you're right here. I feel like you've been holding back, going back to someone or reconnecting to someone that you're very, very fond of. Your ego won't let you do it. I'm telling you, the ego death I had was the best thing that ever happened when I realized I was just not the shit. It was the best. Because then you can learn to be authentic, and you don't have to live from behind this ego. Now look, I'm sorry if I've offended you. I know this is very Canadian of me. I feel like I might have offended some of you by saying that you have ego. And if you don't, y'all just throw it away because it's not your reading. But I feel that those of you who have been stuck in ego, stuck in a place where you won't make a decision because you're just too stubborn to do so, I feel like the Tower comes and clears the way. See, that's when the Tower is really needed, right? When you're just really stuck in this energy here. And you really want it to go a different way, but you can't get out of here. It's got you stuck. So the Tower, I feel that you've been holding on to the ego. Look, this person, it feels like this person's holding it all together. Doesn't want the old to go. Doesn't want the new. It's scary. It feels like ego. It feels like you've been trying to hold together an old you, but a new you is about to emerge. And I don't think you know that person very well. So maybe your default is to go into a little bit of ego. Eight of Pentacles. I think you're working on that. Look, I didn't mean to lecture you, Scorpio. I think you're working on that. I think you're working really hard on letting go and letting it all fall when it's supposed to. But it's so hard. I know it is. Just listening. Queen of Swords. I feel like there is somebody here that you've been disconnected from, that you don't want to be disconnected from, but your ego won't allow you to reconnect to this person, and that's why you're getting the Tower. The universe needs to keep you on the right path. I feel like you've been holding together an old version of you, because change is hard. Eight of Pentacles tells me change is hard. You've been working on yourself, and I think you're about to emerge. Look at all these butterflies, right? There's about to be a transformation here with this Tower energy here. I feel like you're about to experience an ego death, or there is a Tower here to tell you that this is the thing you must work on. There's going to be a situation that comes up between you and another person, and that ego is going to show itself, and it's going to cause a Tower. And that's when it's going to cause you to work on it. But only then. I feel as though it's going to be a lesson. I think this person learns that rather than feeling overwhelmed, they can just focus on the one star. And so I feel the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you would know what you have to work on in your gut. You know it. I feel like you know that you've missed out on some things in this life because you were too stubborn to go back, or to say I'm sorry, or to say maybe part of this was mine. King Cups is here. That is Scorpio. And Cancer and Pisces as well. So there's a lot of psychic energy here. You already know that this is the thing that must be worked on. I feel like with the Queen of Swords here, Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands tells me that sometimes you hold back or delay conversations with people because you know what's coming. Like you know that you're going to be completely honest with them, and I feel like you're also. I feel like sometimes you avoid conversations because this is confrontation. I feel like sometimes you do hold back with conversations with people at this point. I think right now it's with someone who you've known for a long time. The Six of Cups is here. It's the person that you're holding back from at this time is someone who you've known for a long time, possibly someone you grew up with, or someone that you just have had a long ongoing relationship with, right? You have some history and possibly another life, who knows? But the Five of Wands is telling me that it feels like you're in indecision about whether or not to talk about something. And I think that's what it feels like, Scorpio. It almost feels like this fixed energy of, I already went over this. I went over this for 5 years, and now this is my answer, and now you're telling me it's wrong? I'm not telling you it's wrong. I'm telling you that you can be right or you can be happy. And so I feel as though your realization that's coming to you is that sometimes you're just a little bit too much of a hard ass, and that causes things to slip through your fingers. I feel like your gut is going to tell you at this point, whenever this goes down with this person, you're going to realize it right away. Your gut's telling you got to work on it. Oops. Wrong side of the deck. The Five of Swords and the Death card. Yeah. It feels like it feels like you've been holding back because it feels like you must be right. You have the right point of view. And the thing is, you may have the right point of view. Red is red, blue is blue. But together they're purple. So, I mean, we're all right. Like, there's still some blue and some red in the purple. Do you know what I mean? But you're like cutting through the hairs and saying, no, but I'm right. Now, I think this is something that you're going to be figuring out this week. I feel like you're going to be figuring out with this Tower here. Hang on a second, I'm throwing cards and not telling you what they are because I'm all excited. Okay, so the Death card here, it feels like you want to have no regrets. You want to have no regrets, and I feel like you are going to be speaking to someone about your feelings because you need to end the regrets that you have, and we need to end this way of speaking to each other. Five of Swords and King of Cups. I feel like it's almost like either you speak to them or they speak to you in a way that is a little bit manipulative in terms of emotion, or I'm manipulating your emotions with the way I'm saying the words. This has to end. Yeah. So the Tower, what does it bring? It brings a realization that the Three of Wands is in the reverse. I never had to wait for it. I could have made the changes myself, but I waited for the Tower. The Two of Cups is here, and so is the Page of Cups. I feel like it's bringing a lot of realizations. The Tower, the change, the upheaval is bringing a lot of realizations for you. One of them is the Three of Wands. I never had to wait to fall in love. I never had to wait. I could have just gone out there and got it or asked questions, and then if I got my yes or my no, I could just move on. I feel like there is going to be some sort of an apology or some sort of a snap decision to pop up on somebody and let them know about your feelings. I think your feelings have grown from the Page of Cups to the Two of Cups, and I don't think you want to hold that back any longer. Queen of Cups. There we go. We've got the Queen and the King of Cups. I feel like you are going to be telling somebody about your feelings. I think you're going to have to practice or get rid of this here, King of Wands in the reverse. Either you're not taking action or you're in your ego. I think it's both. And it's almost like you're too much in your ego to have to go back there. But you know you've left a soulmate back there. So I think you're going to work on yourself when the Tower falls, and your gut is going to get you to speak aloud. Queen of Wands shows up, right? Liberate myself from the thoughts that I used to have about who I thought I was, who people told me to be. I'm not that person. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to get my soulmate, and I'm going to say whatever I need to say to get them. All right. Sagittarius, this is you, my friend. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome to your sneak peek for this week. Saggies. I'm your Sag sister. Thank you so much for your clicks on my Sagittarius Leo video back there. I'm really enjoying getting into those two energies together. All right, Sag, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius. What's going on here? We've got the Page of Swords. Sag, somebody is manifesting you and is watching you. I think the person watching you is the one you're manifesting. There is somebody here who's watching. This person's trying to decide whether they want to bring you the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is in the hand of the page. They're trying to make a decision. Look at that. Ace of Wands. Trying to make a decision that's been very hard. I feel like this person is about to make the decision. The person who's been watching you is going to bring you the Ace of Swords. They want to talk to you. They want to have some clarity. They have questions. But first they have to decide to do it. This is someone who has passion for you as well. So the Magician, who has all the aces, now we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords in the hand of the Page. The Messenger. I think you're sending a message, but you need to make the decision to do it. I think it's been hard because the Three Swords are here, because it feels like there's been heartbreak or disappointment in a situation here as it pertains to the Ace of Wands. Someone you're passionate about. Someone you're passionate about and you've been watching. The Lovers. This person you have decided is the choice, right? You're going to choose them. Well, I don't think that you've done it just yet. I'm just saying this week, I don't know that you've done it just yet, because we do have the Two of Swords next to the Lovers, and the Two of Swords is the block. I can't make a decision. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't really know. I don't want to see things for what they are. What's that about, Sag? I want to see things for what they are. Oh, Sagittarius, your manifestation shows up. Your manifestation shows up. Your person you've been manifesting is showing up. And now I don't know if you want it. Now you're wise enough to know, Sagittarius, that you have more than one soulmate in this life. We have many, like thousands. And the Lovers here is a choice. Not being able to make a choice is a choice. It really is. Nothing's stopping you. You're choosing not to make a choice. So not making a choice is the choice. It feels like your manifestation's coming in and it's not wrapped up in the nice little package that you thought it was going to be wrapped up in. I feel like your manifestation is coming in and it's in a different meat suit. It's not who you think it is. It doesn't look like who you think it is. And now you got to make a decision. Am I into this or not? What's your answer? Four of Pentacles. You are not. I think you're not going to say anything. I don't think you're going to give this person any of your energy. I feel as though you're protecting yourself at this time. I feel like you're protecting yourself from the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're someone who maybe gets a lot of opportunities to engage in passionate things with people. And it feels to me that you're done with that. You're now manifesting somebody. And the thing is that the person that's showing up for you isn't the person you think it is. Now, the thing is that some of you, I mean, maybe 3 years ago you were manifesting one person, and then a year ago you're manifesting a different person, and then, do you know what I mean? Here it comes. Like, I feel like you're going to have to make a choice about who it is, because I think that because you won't make a choice, all of these manifestations are coming in at the same time. So you have to obey the Lovers. You must make a choice because Major Arcana is coming at you and you have to do it. Those are the Major Arcana. They're coming at you regardless of how you are going to respond or react. We've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It feels like you're no longer in love with them, or maybe you don't have feelings for them anymore. I also feel there's also a feeling here with the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, a feeling of I'm not opening up to you because you misuse my feelings. I heard the word clearly, misuse. You misused my feelings. So I'm not picking you. This person is a soulmate. They are someone you're very attracted to. I feel like this is the one that's been watching you. I want to say this is your manifestation. It's showing up and you don't want it. And then you're going to be on 10 of Cups Tarot saying, where's my damn manifestation? The World card is here. Something has come to an end. I think that you don't have the same feelings for this person that you had before. Yeah, and I think you worry about it. You know, I think that you worry about the ending. For some of you, you're worrying that this is over. I'm just going to flip it. I feel like maybe for some of you, you're wondering, do they still have feelings for me? Do they still have feelings for me? Is this really the end? You're worrying about the future too much. You're not sleeping well at night. I think that you think about this all the time. Maybe it really is over with this soulmate. But look at that. The King of Cups shows up. You know what? I want to say that maybe you've had an ending to something, or something is not going right. Well, the World card is here, so it's an ending to something. An ending to... The Queen of Cups in the reverse is depleted, is someone who's giving away everything, and I think it's the end of that. I want to say that you've stopped doing that. You need to stop giving all of your energy away to people who don't appreciate it. The World card is here to say you've learned your lesson about this. It's karma. You've learned it. It's time to just put some boards over the door and keep moving. Don't go back there. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. We've also got Gemini energy here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Oops. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got the Strength card that just popped out. And Justice. I'm just saying. I feel like that's what's happening here. So I feel like something has come to an end that really hurt your feelings, that you had to let a soulmate go. I don't think that you wanted to, because the Two of Swords is here. You didn't want to let it go, but you've realized that this person's, either your feelings are not there for them, but I really mostly think that they deplete you. So I feel like you had to end it. I think you had to end it, and it makes you feel terrible because you're a kind, beautiful soul. The Nine of Swords is here. And then as you're mourning, this whole having to cut this other person that you were really attracted to out of your life, the one who's been watching you, I feel like this King of Cups comes in, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or someone who is emotionally available, emotionally aware. This person is probably quite stoic on the surface, but very beautiful underneath. This is the protector of your emotions. I like it. So I want to say you're losing one thing this week, or ending one thing, but I do feel like you're gaining something else. Look, the King of Cups is coming in to be completely honest with you. Anything that was hidden in the moon energy with this king is showing you their feelings. They're bringing it all to the surface. Everything's coming to light with the moon in reverse. Everything's illuminated. I see it now for what it is. That's Pisces and Cancer energy. Somebody's bringing all their feelings to the surface because they want victory with you. All right then, who's this person? This person ends up being quite sad because you snooze, you lose. I'm just saying. This person, I think, was hoping that they were going to have a family with you. This is the one that's been watching you. I think that this person, this King of Cups, is not this person. I feel like you've been manifesting a lot, and I feel like you're going to have to make choices this week with other people that are coming toward you. But I feel like the King of Cups is the one you're going to want, because that's the one who's going to be really open with you and tell you about all of their feelings. Because we've had a Tower here. Yeah, it's a realization that they see your worth. They know you're the Empress, and they also know that they broke your heart. Yeah. They broke your heart, and they want to know if it's okay to come back. Knight of Cups, they want to know, because they want a new beginning. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Quite straight to the point. All right. After Sagittarius comes Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn this week. Oh, Capricorn, you're quite shut down here. Not sharing anything with anyone. Sneak peek for this week for Capricorn, please. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Tell me what is going down with the Four of Pentacles for Capricorn. Ooh, something's starting to move really quick and you don't like it. There's a victory coming that you don't see. There's a victory coming that you don't see because you're very closed down. It's like you're inward and you're not paying attention with what's going on around the outside. It feels like you're very closed off. You're not paying attention. You're just about sort of inwardly and about you, protecting yourself. But what I want to say is it's blocking you. This is a block and you don't see that there's some sort of a victory coming here. It's about a decision that's being made. I think there's a decision being made by someone other than you. That's what it feels like. Empress. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So I want to say that you are the Empress. You are the Empress in training as a Capricorn, but I feel like I'm speaking to someone who is an Empress. You probably are the person who is the one who loves the inside of the home, to take care of people. You know, you're the person who treats everyone as though they are a child, although you treat everyone as though they are your children. I don't mean adults, but you know what I mean, that you treat everyone with the same type of love, whether child or adult. I want to say that there is some sort of a victory that you are going to experience because of some of the hard work that you've done. I don't know what the hard work is, but the hard work, I feel, has something to do with this decision that's being made. And the Four of Pentacles tells me that either you don't see it, or that you're very focused inwardly, or not really paying attention, closing yourself off. It feels like you've been working super hard. For some of you, that could be at a job or maybe just at life, but you've been trying to make some sort of a decision to possibly reach out to someone, maybe to get some reciprocity. It feels like you've been working on it feels like you've been working on some sort of a reciprocity. The Empress is working on reciprocity, making it work, this decision. I think you've been quiet, though. What is this? There's been disconnect here. There's been a disconnection between you and somebody else. The Six of Pentacles. Could be someone who's another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I feel like it's somebody who is breadcrumbing you, like someone who's not really giving you attention, someone who's giving everyone else attention, but not really giving you attention. And it looks like there is some sort of a disconnect that's going on here. What's this decision? The decision to speak. I think you're worried about it, though. Yeah, because it's going to be very honest and true. So I feel like it has the potential to go off the rails, this conversation. It's all swords. You need to make the decision to open up conversation with someone, and you feel as though it's going to end up in the Five of Swords, because I feel that this is the way it always goes. I want to say that you're not really very honest with this person that you're speaking with. You're not truly honest with them, and I think that they know it. We've got the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. At Seven Swords. I feel like this conversation you're going to have, something's being concealed here. It's a conversation that needs to be spoken of very plainly and honestly about stability, about your stability. King of Pentacles is here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There is some information that will find you, I feel, that will give you some clarity on how to go about speaking with the King of Swords. I feel like this is what makes you nervous here. I feel like you need to have a conversation with someone who's very good with their words, someone who uses their words to get what they need on a regular basis. This is the person that you want to speak to. But I also feel that you're a little bit scared of their honesty, because this person can be super honest and it can be super biting and hard. They don't really care to spare your feelings. The King of Swords must have truth, honesty, and transparency. So I feel like you are going to engage with someone and open up a conversation after not speaking with them for a very long time. The Hermit is here. So I think that you have been inward. Yeah, you have been inward, looking for your 9 cups. Although I feel that this conversation has kind of been playing on you. It feels like it's a friendship, like someone that you haven't spoken with in a while, someone like you built the 3 of Pentacles with, you Ace of Pentacles, we're all excited, it's going to change our lives, we plant it. 2 of Pentacles, it gets a little busy, maybe we're not talking as much. 3 of Pentacles, maybe we've become friends of friends, we're not really, speaking with each other on a regular basis. I think that you fear that this is something that is never going to that we're never going to agree on anything. That's what the Five of Swords is. It feels like somebody's like, I need to make a decision. You need to make a decision to open up conversation with somebody else who could be an earth sign. But I feel like this person, if they're an earth sign, they speak like swords. They speak like the King of Swords. They're very much a wordsmith. You want to try and take a different path with this person. I feel as though you want to take them on the adventure. I feel like, the thing is that I feel as though that you are wanting this person to be in your life by opening up conversation, but it feels like it's hard to talk to them because they're a very honest individual. I'm telling you, when you find those friends, you keep them close because they are no bullshit. And they will tell you those things the way they are. If you have a King of Swords in your life, you want to keep that one close. We've got the Six of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you think this person is going to say no to you, that they don't want to go on this adventure with you. You think that they're going to be very much about being in their ego, that they're kind of egoic. You're going to drop the burdens. Either way, you're going to drop the burdens because you don't want to be here anymore. I feel like this is, if you want to mend it, it can be mended. You will get some justice. But I feel as though you've been waiting for a long while to make a move here because it has been completely silent. Why is that? Because an ending of something. An ending of something, you hoped that the other person was going to take action and speak with you, but they're not. So I think it's up to you now to take action and speak with them because the ending came here. And I think you're the one that has hope that things are going to work out here, but you're the one who's going to have to open this conversation. This could be someone that you dated and are no longer dating, someone you lived with, but someone who could have felt like family and no longer feels like family. I feel like there is communication coming up that's going to give you a lot of balance. You've been up in your head and you just want to begin this again. You've healed a bit and you want to try, you want to have another chance. That's what you're going to tell this person. You want to have another chance because you know that you love them. You have a lot of love for them. I think things move pretty quickly here. And I think if you are willing to give some sort of an apology, or they are, flip it all. It could be totally flip it on its head, right? It feels like somebody needs to give an apology or get an apology in order for things to move forward here. All right, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. How are you? Thank you for waiting here for me. I hope you're well. Thanks so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius. Aquarius, we've got the Nine of Swords. What are you worried about, sweetheart? What are you worrying about? Maybe you're not getting great sleeps lately. I think you've got a lot on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind, Aquarius. Got the Nine of Wands. You're carrying a lot of burdens. And we have the Three of Wands. You're waiting. You've got a lot of burdens because you're waiting on something. Y'all, I would say, stop waiting. You need to stop waiting. You need to stop waiting and hoping that they're going to come on their white horse and sweep you off into the sunset. You got to stop it. Because you're wasting away your life just sitting there waiting. You're waiting for the ships to come in. And I think you're worried that the ships are not coming in. And as I've said before, and I think maybe even said it in your reading, is that if you're waiting on it, if the universe knows you need it, you're not going to get it. You only get it when you don't need it. Yeah, when it's not a necessity. So if this is a necessity in your life right now, that's why you're worried about it. That's why it's not coming in. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, see, the thing is that some of you could be missing out on some really great stuff. Two of Cups. The Chariot. Love rushing right to you in the very near future. Queen of Pentacles, feminine or masculine. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Two of Swords making a decision about moving from the chaos to the calm. I want to say that the Wheel of Fortune is here. And Sometimes I feel, Aquarius, that when things show themselves to you, that you don't believe them because you've been hurt so much in the past. I want to say that the Wheel of Fortune is here. There's some destined change that has to happen here. The thing is that we always want to believe it's the other person who needs all the work, and that sometimes the best thing is to start within. Not sometimes, all the time, 100% of the time. I am probably the most flexible Taurus you'll ever meet, because I realized I was the person who was the one thing that was the same in all of the relationships I had that went to shit. I had to look at me. It wasn't all them. It was me. So the Wheel of Fortune here, it is a little bit of stuck energy. I'm just going to say you're stuck because there's changes coming. There's a lot of changes coming. And what we don't realize is that the changes we have now could be benefiting us for a soulmate in 2 years or in a year ahead. Just because I'm reading it right now, this doesn't mean I am reading it for this week, but understand when people find it, it'll be a sneak peek for that week, right? Because they're viewing it in the future, but it's still going to be the sneak peek. I feel that there is, the Wheel of Fortune is here to say that there are fortunate things coming for you, but you're so focused on the past and all the things that have hurt you, and people were terrible to you, and why can't I have that? And this is all the complaints and arguments that you're having with the universe. It's like your back is to everything that's coming, that's beautiful. You don't want to have to wait. The Three of Pentacles is here, which tells me that there is some sort of a partnership that's coming. The Wheel of Fortune is a fortunate thing. But first, you have to stop looking in the past. You got to stop worrying about it, interrupting your sleep. It's time to engage your brain otherwise. It's time to start listening to guided meditations. Or, it's time for you to retrain your brain. It's okay to drop your burdens at this point. I think that there is some sort of a partnership coming in. Now look, it's Pentacles, it's friendship. You're going to meet somebody, I feel, who you have been manifesting. I feel like you're going to meet somebody who you have been waiting for. And I don't even know if you know them. But I think that they're going to end up being a great friend. Tell me more. And they're actually disguised as the lover. They're disguised as the partnership, but they are the lover. And so I want to say, you got to stop looking back here at the thing that you couldn't have. You got to let go of it. You see it as something that hurt you, but redirection is the protection. If you're not getting it, stop chasing it. It's not for you. You might catch it. You might catch it. I'm just saying, some of you might catch it and say, look, Elsie, I caught it. That's great. It's going to crash and burn. It is, because you've already been hurt by that thing. You've already got an idea of how that thing can hurt you again. And you're always going to be waiting for it to be hurt again. I'm going to say that you're really brave. You're really brave, and I think that you're going to take the changes that are coming with the wheel, and I feel that you need to be open to friendships. I'm not saying that you need to date anybody for marriage. You don't need to date anybody for sleeping together. You don't need to date anybody for any other reason than you just need more friends. But I'm telling you, one of those friends does become the lover. They could be Gemini. They don't have to be. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo energy here in the fixed energies. We have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands. Yeah, see, you're like, I'm never going to find love, Elsie. What are you talking about? Well, if you quit overthinking it and kind of go out and just have some fun, stop looking back there and waiting. Stop waiting. Two of Wands is here. There's adventures out there for you. 4 and 2 is 6. There's victory out there for you. 6 Wands together. 4 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. You're overthinking this lover thing. And so it's like when the universe thinks you need it, they're not going to give it to you. You gotta heal from that first. There's so many beautiful things coming, new adventures. 2 of Wands, decision to go on an adventure with someone who gives you stability. 4 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, it's been a very long time since you have been with someone like that. We've got the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. It's really overwhelming, and I think that you're, even after you meet this person, for a very long time, it's going to feel like the bottom's going to fall out of it. You're not going to, it feels as though you're going to be cynical. You're going to still be mourning the thing from the past. The Seven of Cups is, I feel overwhelmed with regret from the past. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the other woman. Like, you know, this person that I think that you're pining for in the past, I think was someone that really didn't give you a whole lot of stability. And I think you're overwhelmed with sadness that it's taken so long to find someone to go on the adventure with. But you know what? Instead of thinking about it, just go. Just go have the adventure. We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Four of Pentacles after a very long time of you being closed off. Closed off and closed down and not talking to anybody. Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Death card in reverse. Yeah, it still feels like you don't want to let go with what's in the past. Look, I think I was supposed to read for you today to tell you that there's a lot of things you don't see. There's a lot of things that are, you know, like the car mirror. It says things are closer than they appear. I feel that you don't see the things that I can see for you. And what I see is that you have all the power. You have all the wands. You're the magician. And you are choosing to be disconnected. It's time for you to move forward. You can't always know what's coming up. I feel like there's beautiful things coming up though. But you just have to let go of this. Yeah, you have to let go of the thought that that person back there, you could have been happy with them. No, you couldn't be happy with them. They're not here. They're not here. They're not calling you. It's silent. We've got the Page of Pentacles, but if we could just start it again, it could be the Nine of Cups. No, don't do it. All it's going to end up is healing. That's it. Four Swords. That's what you get. Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands. See, this person isn't coming in to give you any stability. Even if you manage to call them back, it crashes and burns. This person hasn't healed. They haven't learned anything back here. Six of Wands, they want the victory, but in the Knight of Wands way, they don't want to have to hang around afterwards. They just want to be out. Page of Swords in the reverse, and then they smack talk you behind your back. I'm just saying. You don't see any of it. That's what it is. All right. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Pisces, my water babies. My water friends. I'm a water friend too. Got two fishes in my moon sign. That's why I've been a blubbering mess. Tell me, did your Pisces moon cause you to cry? Maybe the person who's not vulnerable enough to do that, but I spent probably 3/4 of this life not crying. Just because of things that happened in my childhood, but I hope you're the person who has found your tears because it's liberating. All right, here. And you know, Queen of Cups does help the Queen of Swords liberate herself. All the time. All right, here we go. This is for you, Pisces. This is your sneak peek for this week. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. Tell me about Pisces. What's coming up for this week, please, for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces. All right. Not going to fall out. We've got the Queen of Cups, and love is on the table. The kindest love. We've got an Empress in reverse. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Confidence to love again. Trying to, you know, I feel like you're really feeling yourself lately, Pisces. I think you've worked on yourself really hard. You've gotten to here. Your pentacle world is good. I feel like, you know, I mean, how good can you be in this economy? But I think if there's a way you can be good, I think you are. I think you have stability. I think either if you have a business, it's going well, or if you're getting a promotion at work, that's going well. I feel like with the Queen of Cups is telling me with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like I need to be confident that love is coming. The Empress is in the reverse. And you know what? It's giving me different energy today than I usually get. Usually I get the Empress in reverse as kind of cantankerous and, you know, all about herself and yada yada. I feel like when the Empress is in the reverse, just like the Emperor, that one of the queens is out. Like it feels like one of the queens is in the reverse, and that's why the Empress shows up in the reverse, because the Empress is in reverse, but the Queen of Cups is in the upright, which tells me that you're trying to be more confident about love, but maybe it's the other parts of her that she's not sure about, right? Maybe the Queen of Wands is in the reverse. Maybe I don't have the want or the energy to get up and take action. Maybe the Queen of Swords is in reverse. Maybe I better not say a damn word because the words that come out of my mouth are not going to be good. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's like you're trying to find confidence with the Queen of Cups. And I think that the Queen of Cups is love for another, but I also feel like it's love for self. Tell me more about Pisces, please. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. The Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We now have Pisces right here with the High Priestess. Somebody is concealing their feelings from you, and you know it. You know it, because you have the knowing. That's Pisces, the High Priestess, right? You know in your gut that someone is concealing how they feel about you. The Seven of Swords, lying about stability, lying about confidence. There might be, maybe you're not as confident as you want to be this week. When someone shows their feelings, I feel like somebody is going to show their feelings after being silent with you. This person has been concealing how they feel about you. They also could be concealing that they're single. Maybe they told you they weren't. Could be lying that they're single, I'm just saying. We've got the Hermit. Virgo energy. Going over the self. Trying to learn things. I feel like you've been silent with someone, or they with you. Take it as it resonates. I don't know who started the silence. But I do feel that that you're learning things about you that you didn't really know. I think that's why the Empress is in the reverse. I think that you know that there is someone here who has been hiding their feelings from you. You've been quiet with them. I feel like you have been going over details of, yeah, it's wisdom. I think that you have a knowing. That's what it is. It's the wisdom to know that someone is hiding something from you here. What's this? It's the wisdom that you know that somebody is about to pop up. Somebody's about to surprise you, or to show you affection, or to say sorry to you. You didn't see it coming. Two of Wands is in the reverse. You thought that there's been no action here. I thought that the silence meant it was over. That maybe we're just not going to do this adventure anymore. I feel that if there is somebody here, oh no, this Two of Wands is not that. This Two of Wands is bite the bullet and take a chance, take a risk. Somebody is taking a chance or a risk to be honest about their feelings, and they're big. Queen of Cups big. And you already know it. There is somebody coming toward you, and you already know it. Who is it? Who is it? Could be someone who is an Aquarius. Someone who you look up to, possibly. Someone who you've had hope that would come to you or come back to you. There's been silence here. It feels like somebody has been trying to make a decision to come forward to you here. I think you know this. I think you've known this since the full moon is above her head. Somebody's been trying to make a decision since the 1st of August to come toward you. Because they know that you're the soulmate. They know that you're the one that's been sent. Someone's actually trying to decide that right now, I feel. I feel like since the full moon, somebody is coming into a realization that they hope that you are who you say you are. They think that maybe you told them you were the soulmate. You know that this person's coming forward. Page of Pentacles, there's your message. All right, so this is saying here, someone's going to pop up when you're in hermit mode. If you've been hermiting, or you're the person who just kind of spends a lot of time to yourself, I feel like somebody surprises you, and that person surprises you with their feelings, and I feel that the Two of Wands is telling you, take it, go for it, take a leap of faith, take a risk, and the net will catch you, because that's how the universe works, right? When you jump, that's when the net appears. You can't just say, okay, put up the net, I'm going to jump. No, that's not how it goes down with the universe. The universe is show me how much you want it. And so when you leap, the net appears. Temperance is the balance. I feel like with this particular one, it almost looks like there's a net across the neck. Yeah, it's like, I'm going to catch you. Go ahead and jump. I'll catch you. There is a Knight of Wands. Tell me more about that. The Knight of Wands who's been overthinking the situation but does want victory with you. This person has been manifesting you. They know that you are the magician. And they've been manifesting you, I think, but they know you are the magician. It's like you can have whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can have, and they see you getting all those things. I feel like this person's feelings are still in a bad place, like not in a bad place, but you know that they're still under the surface. They're not really bringing those feelings out to you just yet. I feel like you need to take the leap of faith first before somebody is going to show you their feelings. I feel like this whole thing gives you stability here. I think this person's been watching you. They've been watching you. We now have the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright and the Queen of Cups. So I'm going to assume that with the Empress in reverse, that the reason that there hasn't been a whole lot of balance here is because we have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse, right? Two of them. So I'm not really taking action to speak with you. And I think that's you not taking action to speak with anyone else. And I'm not doing that because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you, and it's going to come out wrong. So I feel like somebody is coming back to you. I feel like the universe is saying, look, it's time. If you want to go ahead, this person who's been watching you here, this person, I was just thinking about where I saw this before, this combination. It was in another reading today. So the Judgment, I feel this person is going, if you decide to reach out to them and speak with them and have this new chance, it's going to happen here. Yeah, I feel like you're going back to somebody here. 3 of Pentacles, 4, we're going to heal it. We're going to heal it and we're going to start a friendship again. Yeah. So somebody is coming. Somebody's going to surprise you. Could be someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Look at that. The surprise, right? The Page of Cups, there it is. Somebody, Queen of Wands possibly, is coming back. Somebody you're really attracted to. Somebody who is very fiery and deliberate in their movements. They're also very sort of smoldery sexy, I want to say. That's what I'm feeling here. But it's also someone you've known for a while or had a friendship with. And this is a realization, I think, that you know that this person is the soulmate. Yeah. But listen, this person is showing up here as the Knight of Wands. Yeah, Knight of Wands is here. So the Knight of Wands is overthinking it. Look, they're showing up as the Queen. So I feel like somebody here has done some growing from the Knight of Wands. They're willing to give you a little bit more stability, but this person is a lone ranger. They're going to do what they want when they want to do it. They know that you're the soulmate. And I think that there's been a tower in their life that it's made them realize who you are to them. And they are scared AF. But I feel like they're, you know, with the Devil in reverse, we've got somebody who's either non-committal or somebody who doesn't want to get married. But we also have the Devil here, somebody who's releasing themselves from that. It's like, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with Pisces and just tell them I'm not getting married. I'm not getting married, and I'm just going to release myself from that. The Emperor is releasing themselves from it. I'm just going to be honest with you and upfront. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Pisces, for coming here, for watching. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the ways that you support me. I appreciate you so much. I'm gone for now. Love you guys. Bye.